Welcome to the 2017 wake surf season. This is Rag Boy from Wake9, and we got RJ. It's been a while since you've been in a video, RJ.
Give me a second, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude.
Really? I'm Rag Boy, of course. This is my buddy and longtime companion, RJ. And
well, we're not together.
And we're not together. And then this is Jesse, who just keeps getting bigger. And this is like our 10th year wake surfing, and boy, do we have some major things to share with you. We're gonna rip the band-aid right off. Starting in about the middle of February, Wake9 resigned its relationship with Tige Boats as far as the sponsorship and having a boat and all that. Also, we've been working for the last couple of years on a change for the West Coast Wakesurf Open, moving the venue from Camp Far West to another lake. But with the storms and everything else that has come up, there's so much debris up there, and they don't clear the debris till the weekend after our event. And with our relationship with Tige and with that issue with the weather, so we are postponing the West Coast Wakesurf Open, and we're looking forward to putting on a great event in 2018 and in a new venue. And with all those changes, the Endless Wave Tour is going to be postponed. One thing you should know, Wake the Desert is still going to happen in July. Go to wakethedesert.com for more information. So now what? Where do we go from here? Well, we have two big things planned for this summer. This project that we've been working on, we've been kicking it around for a few years. It's probably the most requested video series ever since we've started Wake9, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So this is really cool, and we've already lined up the sponsors, and it's going to be a blast. But you're going to have to wait a week or two before we give you any details on that. Well, here's the main thing, because
everybody loves a 30-minute podcast.
Yeah. So to get to where we're going, you have to know where we came from. Before 2007, from 1995 till then, we had a Four Winds. Once we moved up here in 2003, we spent hundreds of hours on the lake. We started wakeboarding a lot more, but it was more casual wakeboarding because that boat didn't, let's just say, didn't have a very good wake. So we wanted to get a wakeboard boat, but in about 2001 or 2 or so, I think we were around Lake Shasta, I saw somebody wake surfing. I grew up surfing in the ocean, and man, that blew me away. Somehow, I had to figure out how to do that, and I learned that you need a wake boat. We narrowed it down between a few boats. We looked at the X45 by Mastercraft, the Malibu 247, a Super 24 SSV, I think was the model. We ended up going with the Tige 2007 24 VE. Mainly we started wakeboarding. We had no idea really what we were doing. Just went and bought a wake surf rope and a wake surf boat. We really had no clue. Over time, we started to surf more. I put my kids into the World Wake Surf Championship in 2007. Our minds were blown as far as what a wake surf wake could be. Centurion was really the only manufacturer that was paying attention to wake surfing, and they had been doing this for several years. And at that time, there were only a few boats that really made a decent wake surf wake. RJ, do you remember what it was like riding that Enzo 240 for the first time?
Yeah, it was just massive. I remember that was the first time I'd seen any wave like that compared to the waves I've been on.
At that time, we loved wake surfing. This is something that we really wanted to do, and over that winter, we had decided that we were going to put more time in wake surfing. We put the wakeboards away, and we just wake surfed. When we were done with Worlds and over that winter, RJ and I sat down. I felt like, you know what? We bought the wrong boat. So let's go buy the right boat. Let's go search for what the best boat is. Maybe it's that Enzo. And if we need to buy one of those Enzos, we'll go get one. But what you found out back then, when they would pull a competition, they would always have two boats. The reason is you would have one boat for the goofy wave, one boat for the regular wave. And the boats each had a different type of transmission. One had a regular transmission and one had a reverse spinning transmission, so that the regular boat, the wake favored the regular side, and on the goofy boat, the wake favored the goofy side. But you couldn't have the same great wake on both boats. It was very important to me because I have 5 kids that are goofy, 1 that is regular. My wife is goofy. I need a boat that goes both ways. So long story short,
Too late.
We almost bought an Enzo, but I couldn't decide which part of our family I wanted to leave with the not such a good wake. So instead, we decided to go research if there's a possibility to get that wake out of one boat. We basically did lots of research, came back to find out that one of the best boats, if not the best boat at the time for doing that, was the Tige 24 VE. And we just happened to have bought that. We didn't know. We just happened to have bought that boat. In 2008, we spent hundreds of hours on R&D, and there were 3 things that we did. 1, mow big ballast. We also found out that our swim deck was cutting in, and so we made an all new aluminum swim deck. Now with all that extra weight, we had to reprop the boat. Once that was done, man, it's an amazing wake. There just is one thing. You have to list that thing.
Yeah, it needs a lot of weight.
15 degrees of list. So at this point, we wanted to start Wake9, and we wanted to promote wake surfing for families, and we wanted to promote good wake both sides. We went to Tige. They let us demo an RZ2. Now they're adding ballast to their boats. We saw tons of potential. Long story short again,
Too late.
we work out an agreement with Tige Boats, and we tell them basically that wake surf is going to be the future for inboard boats. I even said there's going to be a time when wake surfing is going to sell more boats than wakeboarding. Tige decided to give me a chance. They let us use a boat. The rest is history. Now, right around that time, as everybody knows, Surfgate comes out and the surf systems start coming out, and this is a game changer. We tried all of them, and amongst all of our hardcore wake surf friends, I think everybody pretty much agreed that those things are cool, but listing the boat still makes the best wave. But that changed. By the end of 2015, the 2016 model year, wake surf systems now were so good that you made the best wake using them. And now you could probably even make a better wake because you can add more weight to the boat because you're weighting it level. So at this point, our mission is over, wouldn't you say, RJ? I mean, we did what we set out to do, and on top of that, it became kind of a non-issue anymore also. But the good thing was the entire industry recognized that you have to make a good wake on both sides. In 2014, Supra started towing the Northwest Wakesurf Open, and then later their own PWT. Tige started towing their own events in 2013 or 14, and you know, it was really clear that a lot of manufacturers were now paying attention to wake surfing and doing R&D. Over the 2016 season, we got a chance to play with some more boats. We got the chance to review the Super SG450 from the guy formerly known as Malibu Dan. That wake was fantastic. Thomas, you loved that goofy wake on the SG450, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was a great wake. It was a beautiful boat. But then came July 4th.
America.
America, long live America. A lot of people come up to Lake Oroville to surf with us because we have a really growing, fun community of wake surfers that we all share. And we had some people visit us, and that was the Payne family. Parker Payne's the skinny, curly-haired kid that's a phenomenal wake surfer, and they have this beautiful 2016 Supra SA 550. We come in and we see a lot of our friends, and they're taking turns wake surfing behind the Payne boat. I haven't seen a boat that beautiful on the water in a long time, and it really caught my eye. The boat was beautiful. I stopped, I pointed it out to RJ and Thomas, and then I even chased them. Unfortunately, I didn't have our video camera. The wake was like up to their chest almost. It was huge.
Parker's kind of short though.
No, I was talking about our friends that were riding.
We have short friends.
We have short friends. Not one of them, but I see lots of beautiful boats, and that's fine. We came back really late at night, and those friends of ours that were riding on the Payne boat, they also ride with us all the time and helped us break in the RZX. They both made it clear to us that their favorite wake was that RZX wake. As we were driving by their houseboat, they kind of jumped out the side of the boat and flagged us down. They said, Robert, we found your next boat. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she said, well, guess what? We now have a wake that we like better than your RZX wake. And they were just doing that to tease me, but they were serious. But they said the wake was huge and it was fun. And, you know, they couldn't get over how much fun they had. And they called it the Half Dome because it was so big and so smooth. All that to say, in February, when we made our decision to move on, just like we did in 2009, we didn't shop around and go to a bunch of different boat companies to see what we could work out. We all talked as a family. We only wanted to go with a boat that we felt that we could be super excited about, that was going to be an amazing quality boat that we could, you know, work with for a period of time. We went directly to Supra and nobody else. And we just said, we would like to work with you to show people how great of a boat that is. So that's what we're going to do. And Supra is getting a boat together for us, and we should have it soon. We don't know exactly when, probably within a few weeks, I hope. And we're not sure exactly what edition, but it's going to most likely be an SE 550, maybe a 450. The Paynes had an SA. The SE is very similar. Before we made our final decision, Thomas and I went to the boat show. And I can honestly say that was the most beautiful boat, that, in my personal opinion, in that show. When we looked at it and walked around in it, we said, let's do it. And the other thing, and RJ, this is the exciting part, is Supra is working on a system. They're just now installing it for 2017, and they plan on doing more continued development of it, the auto wake system, which is very similar to what we were working on, because Supra has recognized that pitch and roll, those are the factors that you need to determine how to make a consistent world-class wake over and over again. We're pretty stoked. Jesse, you stoked?
Yeah, bro.
How many times have you feel like this is a company with really high standard of quality and a consistent commitment to that quality? Our favorite dealer, California Marine Sports in Sweeson City, they sell Supra, so we finally get to go back and work with the Fulford family again. We're super stoked about that. Everything that we have said to date is true. So in other words, if in any one of our videos you heard me say this is my favorite wake, or this is the best boat I have been on, those were always true. It may be different after that, but at that time we meant it. It's been so important for us to always be honest, and I think that's why people have enjoyed watching our videos, because we go out, we make an amazing wake, we tell you exactly how to do it, and then you guys go out, you're going to get the same thing. We're stoked and we can't wait. That's it for now. We have another project that we're going to be talking to you about in the next couple weeks. Can't wait to bring it up. You know, but it's 10 years, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you believe it's been 10 years?
I can't believe you summarized that into 30 minutes.